Hi folks, product review time, and I have this TAMIYA WORKSTAND with magnifying lens. So let's get out of the box and have a look and see what it's all about. So yeah, a pretty big box, and I just thought we would open it up and have a little look. First off, I think you have to put it together, but the edge of the box basically just tells you all this. It's equipped with a decal tray, backboard prevents parts from flying off when cutting from sprue, bottles, holders, can store paint, bottles and cement bottles, compatible with an A4 size TAMIYA cutting mat, but they are separately available, but I have got one on order. And you've got some bump there about it there, and apparently it's LED as well. Yeah, features a white LED for illumination, so it's got an LED with it as well. So anyways, let's open it up. Sorry about this, it's so big for my workbench that we'll have to have a look inside and see what we get, basically. So haha, there it is. And I've got most of it in camera anyway. So straight off the bat, you've got some cardboard there, and then you have, oh, there it is, that's the actual stand itself. So a little bit of there, so you get a stand. So it's all pre-made. Oh, look at that, it folds. It's got some protection on it, so you can adjust it whichever way you wish. ABS plastic, obviously, so if you get paint or glue on it, it shouldn't be a problem. But there's the LED lamp, and it all plugs in, which is good. Put that to one side, and then let's remove some more cardboard. And then, oh, there's some instructions there, and a piece of white board. I'll have to find that out what that's for. I think that's to stop it from flying off, but there's some instructions there on how to put it together. Oh, it's not battery, it's pluggable as well, so I have to look at the plug, and there you are. It just seems to all just fit together nicely. So let's just get it out and have a look, and there's the base for it. Oh, get rid of that box, and there is the base, and it's sealed with a little bit of tape, so you can reuse the box again. Oh, I'm assuming, is that battery, is it? Oh, that's for the batteries for it, so I need some big batteries for this one. Okay, so it's got batteries, and there it is. WORKSTAND. Right, so I'm assuming that there is no actual there's no actual glue in. This just slots in lovely. So that goes in there. Is there a little block on the end? No. So once you push it in, it should just click in, I guess. So find where it goes. Whoops. And oh, that's a bit tight. Try and push him in. Does it twist or go in? Does it just force itself in, I guess? Presumably it just pushes in. This is, yeah, it just pushes in. So you've got to put a little, oh, there you go, and he's in. There he is, he's in. Fully adjustable. So I'll tell you what I will do is I'll lock him up, because it locks at the back. We'll lock him up, and there, does this lock as well? Oh, these are adjustable, so you can lock this in position as well, how you want it. And actually, I'm going to just lift up a little bit, so he's in position. I'll just move the camera a little bit so you can see. We'll lock him in, and there. We'll take off this, and there is the magnifying glass. But what I do need are some batteries. And there is no socket, no plug socket in this, so I presume it just has to plug in with batteries. Well, I've just gone looking, I can't see an AC adapter. Right, So I don't know if it comes with an adapter. It doesn't say. So if I look on the box here, it does say there, requires 4 batteries. Sorry, requires 4 batteries separately available, or an AC adapter, 100 volts, sold separately. So if you want it to be plugged in, you've got to have your own adapter. You've got to buy your own one, which is fair enough. I can't say fairer than that. But yeah, so far so good. Right, let me just move this out of the way so we can have a little look. Just unscrew this. And first off, I just want to have a look. Right, so it says here quite clearly that you have the switch for the lamp. Okay, so let's have a look. So that's your decal tray. That's your decal tray. Nice. And you can put, it says, it looks like you've got stickers there. These are your clip holders. And I do have some of those clips somewhere. Right, so look at this. These are the clips that you get. And you normally get them in their spray table. You got their little, and that will probably just fit in there. So you've got clips there to go in there. So if you want to clip things in what you're working on, you can do. So you can have some clips there. Brilliant. Right. Yeah, it shows you a picture there of the clip holder. And these are your bottle holders here. So if you've got your panel line, or you've got some Tamiya extra thin you want to put in there, which is good. So yeah, that's that one there. It fits them. And then it does have a backboard. So this is your backboard, which I'm presuming is plastic. It's like a, yeah, it's like a cardboard plastic. And then you can fold these up, and that will slot in there. Just, there he goes, come on. There you go. Presume that slots in there like that. So if you want to use the backboard, it says fold. There's a part number there for those clips. And then that is for your brushes. So if you've got a brush or something, or if you've got a knife, that will hold a knife easily. If you've got some pen markers, that can hold in there. And if you've got a brush, that can go in there as well. So everything's all there. Yes. And then you have these handles on the side. Cool. I think that's everything you need. Yeah, clip holder, brush support, magnifying lens, your bottle holder, your arm lock, your lens lock, there's your arm lock, and your carry grip. The only thing I really need is a cutting mat, and I haven't got one, so I've just borrowed an A4 size one just to fit. It's a little bit too small, but I have got a Tamiya one coming to fit this to see what it's like. But yeah, that's so you want to go cutting stuff, that's brilliant. The only thing I can't show you is the light working, because I haven't got any batteries. I'm just going to adjust this so we can have a good look and just see how impressive the magnifier is. Just lock him up, lock this up as well. He's nice and tight. Make sure he's nice and tight, and you can work. And you see how, you know, so if you're doing work on a vehicle, you can see. I just wish I could put the light on to show you. Right, I've just gone to Tesco's and got some of these. 4 of these was £7.50. Amazing. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 batteries. Right. Let's remove all this before I end up doing myself a mischief. And let's just turn them over. And let's put these in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then that slots in. Perfect. Turn them. I need to plug this in here. Okay. Turn them over. Let's put the mat back, and let's just move the magnifier. So turn them on, and if I just turn off my lights, yeah, it does light it up a little bit, doesn't it? And so if you are working in the dark, you get a power cut, you can definitely use this. Yeah, I wonder if can I adjust the light at all? Is there like a making it? Yeah, it's all right. There's enough light there to see what you're doing, but I wouldn't. But I wouldn't say that it was perfect for doing work on. You need other light, obviously, but it just lights up what you're working, which I think is what the point is. So if I just bring this down here, so you can see what I'm seeing. There's the magnifying glass. So if you were up close and you wanted to see parts, and you've got your, it's just, you know, just saying that you wanted to cut some bits off and just nip these off. Yeah, it does give some magnification. You can see the difference there. It's not a lot, but there's just enough, if you see what I mean. The further away, the better, actually. But yeah, if you wanted to get in close and see what you're doing, then I suppose then it could be, you know, if you're working on a model and you wanted to get in close to see, I think it's satisfactory anyway. I think it's satisfactory for what we need it for. But the way it twists and everything, and you can get it in the right positions. Turn them off now, so I don't need the light on. Yeah. So I need to measure it, and so basically it's basically a little bit bigger than A4 size, because this is an A4 cutting mat. But the whole width of it is about 15 inches by 10. If you extend it a little bit to the edge to edge, yeah, 12.5 inches. So that's 32 centimeters by, I don't know, 39 centimeters. It does everything that you need it to anyway, and it is a Tamiya product indeed. And I've just realised here you've got a little line around here where if you wanted to, you could just keep your knife in position. If you've got you know, it's simple. It's simple for what it is. There's a brush there, put that in there, or you can put the brush there. But if you're working on something, it's good size. It's a good size. So yeah, there you are. Right then, let's go and do a recap of this workstand. So let's do a bit of a roundup, shall we? Now, I'm not somebody who's shied away from having one of these like plastic workbenches. Upstairs in the attic, I've got my original Revell one. I've even jumped up and grabbed this one from the dusty corners of my workshop here. Yeah, so this is the basic Humbrol one. As you know, that you could put the old Humbrol pots along here. You could put the small starter set ones in the little ones, but the big ones, because they've moved over to dropper bottles, these don't fit. So this is a little bit old hat now. The big enamel tins can go in here, but you could put a jar in here or something. You know, you've got a place here for you to put your brushes and your knives. You know, it's a sturdy thing, and it does have these little cutouts, so it fits nice onto your knees or onto your thighs if you're whacking in a chair. Personally, I used to have one, you know, when I used to have to move it around from table to table because I never had my own workspace. But now I have done, this is kind of defunct. And I kind of feel the same with these. You know, if you are in a place where you don't have a permanent workstation, I guess, a bench, for you to do your scale modelling. This is adequate. You know, you could move it around and put it wherever you need to, store it away. As I said, the light folds down. You can fold the light down, and you know, and it does fit the Tamiya bottles. So if you've got your cements, you know, the Tamiya extra thin, you've got your panel line wash. They all fit in those recesses, and you've got a place to put your clips. So if you're building a model with little, you know, if you're building a model on the fly, perfect, very, very good. Now apparently the batteries, right? So if you plug them in, apparently you get 150 hours depending on what batteries you have, and the light is adequate. So if you know, it's there for, it's not to light up the room, that light. It is 6 LEDs and it's enough for you to see what you're doing. And the magnifier, I think, is a ×2. Good size of it. The drawback for me was that it doesn't come with a mat. And if you're spending, because these retail, by the way, at £105, that's the retail price of these. I do feel that you should get a mat with it at least. You know, taking the piss a little bit. You've got to buy the mat separate. Now, to buy the mat separate on the Jadlam website, they're about £12. But like I do with the Humber one, I bought a cheapy one, which I bought from Brooks Models for £3. Now, when it comes to magnifying, I agree. You know, it's a game changer when you first realise that your eyesight is shockingly shite when you're doing stuff on a model. And when I realised that my eyesight was that poor, I grabbed a set of these headset ones, and you know, and I can put different magnifier glasses in this because, you know, they're interchangeable. As you can see, you know, I've got 2 that I use on the Alcott, and this little one here that makes me look like I'm part of the Borg collective. It's, you know, it's efficient. And I just put this on my head, and it's comfy, and I use it. So for me, having the magnifying stand doesn't give it any extra value, because I tend, you know, normally just use these, put on the light, it's got a light on it, and you know, that's what I use for when I'm building models. But if you haven't got them and you feel that, or you don't like wearing a headset and you just rather have a magnifying glass in front of your face, this would be ample. It'd be good. It's good enough. So pricing, they are available. I said it's £105, but it's actually, they're like between 90 and 85, and I know Jadlam do them for 79.95, but they're out of stock. But I rang them up and they said that they are going to get more in the next week or so, I think it is. So if you want to go and check out Jadlam website and put a pre-order in, they'll get these in. But they sell them quite regular, apparently. Is it worth it? I'm on the fence. I think that if you really want everything that's offered on this work stand, from this work stand, I would say yes. But if you just want a cheap workstation that you can move around, this is adequate. The Revell one's adequate, and they're like nearly a third of the price. And yeah. And so I picked these up from Brooks Models. I think I got these for about £20, I think they were. But you can pick them up online for around 20 quid. And as I said, it comes with, you know, it don't just come with these, it comes with other ones as well, other magnifying lenses for it. And it lights up, charges. It's a lovely bit of kit, actually. I quite like this. So, where do I stand with this? I bought it, as I said, I think I paid 80 quid for it from Jadlam. Two weeks ago now, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I just, it's dear. That's the trouble. It's, you know, 70 quid for that, and I know you get the magnifying stand. And another thing, apparently the AC adapter is hard to get hold of, so you're gonna have to change the batteries on this, or you can pick them up online for about £13. These AC adapters. So if you want to get it working so it's all plugged in and everything, say you buy it for, say, £85, you're paying £13 for the adapter. That brings it up to £98. And then you've got to buy the mat with it, £11.45 on top of that. You know, to have this complete is around £100. And I don't think it's that. I think it's dear, okay? But I can see someone who has a little bit of ready money and they want something that's good quality, made well, looks nice, and gives you that extra, what could I say, definition when you're working on a model. This could be the answer for you. But so I've given you other options with the Humbrol or the Revell stand and one of those magnifying hats, because that's what I wear. And as soon as I get in, I put it on and I'm working. That's how it is. And it's, I've had this one now over a year and it still works a treat. And this one is USB chargeable as well. So, but yeah, that's it. I have nothing more to add. If I can say that, would I buy it again? No. Would I buy it to review? If I wasn't buying it to review, would I have bought it? And it would be an astounding no, because it's not giving me anything real extra, especially now that I have my own work area and I've got, overhead magnifying glasses. I wear the magnifying hat, the magnifying glass, ring thing. So yeah, for me, nah, bypass. But if you do want one, as I said, go, they are available online, and I'll leave a link to the Jadlam website where you can get one. Okay? And I think that's about it from me. But, there you are. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. Any questions, any comments, leave them in the box below, because I do reply. Huge shout out to my channel members who help me financially with this channel. And in one of the four corners will be a video or a playlist of other content on my channel that you might like to go and watch. And if you do, I'll see you over there.